Hey, what's going on, Boston Source here? And I wanted to have this little topic here up for discussion. This is in reference to the WBC Heavyweight Championship. I guess we do have the whole thing going back and forth between Tyson Fury, who is the current WBC champion, and Dillian Whyte, who is the interim WBC champion. They're supposed to be in negotiation period right now. But going through the videos that we have here on this particular channel, and from the news circles, you kind of see that it may look like you might have that fight be up in the air. Tyson Fury is talking about fighting somebody else in the interim. That the WBC title wouldn't be on the line if he doesn't fight Dillian Whyte, and that with that being said, that could be a possibility that the WBC title might end up being forfeited or vacated. And if that's the case, then you know how things go with vacant world titles and stuff like that. Particularly here in the WBC, sometimes you would have the top two contenders available out there to fight for the vacant WBC title. Now, if you have that pretty much happening, like it happened years ago when you had Vitaly Klitschko being the WBC heavyweight champion and then retiring, and then the vacant WBC title was fought for when you had Chris Arreola taking on Brahman Severn. Yes, it was a rematch, but after Brahman Severn had defeated him before to become number one contender, that's when Klitschko retired. So they fought again for the vacant WBC title. But now here we are in 2022, and you could have that possibility here once again. And with Dillian Whyte being the interim WBC champion, he would be facing the top rated contender that could be available. And who does the WBC have as the highest rated contender in their rankings? That's right, the former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. So you could potentially have a fight that has been long awaited by a lot of fans, whether it's fans of Deontay Wilder or fans of Dillian Whyte. You could pretty much have this particular fight happen for the vacant, if it is vacant, WBC heavyweight title. You have Deontay Wilder. Of course, he did have his losses to Tyson Fury. He is, or was dealing with an injury to his hand after his latest loss to Tyson Fury that was in last November. You have Dillian Whyte, who is the interim WBC champion, who did get his revenge, so to speak, on Alexander Povetkin, scoring a TKO win over Povetkin over in Gibraltar. But he was slated to face Otto Wallin, and we all know the whole story with that. You have the interview with Otto Wallin that's posted on his channel from months ago. But now, it looks like Dillian Whyte is trying to move towards having a fight for the WBC championship. Now, if Tyson Fury says, you know what, you're not going to get this fight for the WBC championship, and the WBC makes a ruling to, I guess, have Fury be stripped of the title, then you might see Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte for the vacant WBC heavyweight championship. I'd like to see it. I know a lot of fans would like to see it, but that is in the realm of possibility here in the heavyweight division. But, we got to wait until we see what happens with the negotiations between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte. And if nothing really goes down there in those negotiations, we will have to see if there is going to be a purse bid that happens, which is scheduled for January 11th. So we got to look out for that as well. But in the meantime, keep that in mind that you could potentially have a fight with Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte finally, after their whole back and forth over the past 4 years, that you could have those two guys fighting, and it would be a blockbuster fight. Of course it's going to be here in the U.S., man. I don't think it would be in the U.K. That wouldn't make much sense. But you could potentially see Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte for potentially the vacant WBC heavyweight championship. Share your thoughts on that particular topic, and especially if you think that, hey, maybe Dillian Whyte could face Deontay Wilder, maybe he could beat Deontay Wilder, or if Deontay Wilder could come in from his injury and beat Dillian Whyte. If you haven't done so already, you can subscribe to this channel where we have more content. We really appreciate it. And we also do have podcasts that's available on iTunes or whatever platforms you use for listening to a podcast. But outside of that, that's all we got for you here for now. And we'll catch y'all later. Peace out.